Did you know that it's a state felony to strangle someone in Queensland, Australia? And almost nobody's talking about it, and how often it actually happens to women. In Queensland alone, hundreds of cases have already been prosecuted, and an overwhelming majority of victims are women. And the person who did it to them is usually someone that they love. So it's always really alarming when it's somebody that they love, because that's not random violence, and that's not strangers. It's happening inside relationships, inside homes, and inside the lives that look completely normal from the outside. And most people will never know, because women never talk about it. I'm one of those women, and I'm not here to tell you every detail, but I am here to tell you the truth, because the truth is what actually saves lives. So science has actually proven that if somebody puts their hands around your throat, you can lose consciousness within as little as 2 to 10 seconds. Okay, and I need you to understand something right now. People think if it only happened once, it isn't that bad, or because they're still standing, the danger has passed. And let me tell you the truth. Once is enough. Okay, once is a death sentence that just hasn't been carried out yet. And when someone puts their hands around your throat, even one time, they are demonstrating that they have the capability and the willingness to take your life. There is no only once when it comes to your breath. If you survived that one time, you didn't just walk away with a sore throat. You walked away with a body that is now keeping score. And the physical trauma, it's immediate, but the mental and emotional fallout, that's a slow burn, and it can really destroy you if you let it. It can destroy you from the inside all the way out. And when your brain is deprived of oxygen, even just for a few seconds, it experiences a level of terror that a human nervous system was never meant to handle. And this goes untreated. It doesn't just go away. It turns into long-term mental health issues that can haunt you for decades. And we're not just talking about severe PTSD or disassociation or chronic memory loss. There is a complete shattering of your ability to feel safe in your own fucking skin, right? And anyone who goes through this experience, if they don't get the help with the trauma, especially if they're being strangled, your brain stays stuck in that 10-second window forever, and you are physically alive, but mentally you're still fighting for air. And that's why the next statistic that I'm going to talk to you about is so fucking terrifying. And because if somebody does this once, they'll do it again. And death can happen within minutes. So it's not about a fight, it's not about an argument, it's really about attempted murder. And if you survive it, you're not lucky. You are at higher risk. And women who have been strangled by a partner at least over 7 times are more likely to be seriously harmed. And over 8 times more likely to be killed. 8 times. Just think about that. Think about how many women you know. Because most of them are walking around with stories you will never hear. Most of them look normal. They'll go to work. They smile. They show up. And nobody knows what they're surviving. Strangulation doesn't always just leave bruises. It does leave something worse. It does leave invisible damage. Brain changes, memory problems, anxiety, panic, sometimes confusion, and the trauma that shows up months later. Science has actually already documented that women who survive this can experience real changes in how their brain functions. And it's not just in their head, it's also in their body. It's in their nervous system. And still, people ask the same question over and over again. Why didn't they leave? Why didn't she just walk away? Why didn't she do something? Let me tell you the truth. Because here are the real reasons. They're not excuses, reasons. Number one, he made her believe that it was her fault. Slowly, over time, he rewired her reality, and he made her believe that she caused the anger, that she caused the reaction, that she caused the pain. And when you believe you are the problem, you stay, because you think fixing yourself will fix everything. Number two, she was probably financially trapped somewhere. Money is control. And when you do not have access to it, when you do not have your own stability, leaving isn't just emotional. That's when it becomes survival. Where do you go? How do you live? How do you start again? Number three, she was fucking spiritually confused. She was taught to forgive, to love unconditionally, to hold it all together, to see the good in the people. And that belief kept her in situations that was actually destroying her. She thought that leaving meant failure, instead of realizing that leaving is something that is really the only truth. And number four, she probably felt ashamed of what people would think, ashamed of what she allowed, ashamed of what it really looked like. So she stayed silent, because silence feels safer than judgment. Number five, she believed that he would change, because sometimes she did, for a moment, for a day, for a week. And those moments always bring hope. They're very powerful. They keep you fucking holding on, waiting for the version of him that only shows up when you're about to leave. Number six, her nervous system was in survival mode. And when you're living in fear, your body is not just thinking about long-term plans, it's thinking about how the fuck to get through the day, how to get through the night, staying safe in that moment. And survival mode does not create clear decisions. It creates coping. Number seven, she has children with him, and she thought that staying would protect them. She thought keeping the family together was better than breaking it apart. She thought that she could manage it, shield it, control it. But what the children see, they carry. You can't hide shit from them. Number eight, she probably had nowhere safe to go, no support, no backup plan, no one who would truly understand her. And leaving without safety feels more dangerous than staying. Number nine, she probably lost herself, piece by piece, until one day she didn't even recognize who the fuck she was in the mirror anymore. Her confidence, her voice, her identity, gone. And when you don't know who you are, you don't know how to leave. Number 10. Nobody fucking believed her. Or they minimized it. They said it wasn't that bad. They said every relationship has problems. They told her to work it out. And when the world tells you your reality is not real, you start to question yourself. So you stay. Not because you want to. Not because you felt like you had no other choice. So let me say this clearly. Women do not stay because they are weak. Women stay because they are conditioned. They are controlled. They feel trapped. And they are surviving. And if you have ever asked why she didn't leave, you are asking the wrong question. Because the real question is, why did he think he could do that in the first place? Why is this still happening? And why is this still being minimized? Because the real truth is, this is happening every single day. Across countries, across cities, across homes that look just like yours. And most people will never talk about it. But I will. Because I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. I'm here to tell you the truth. And if you're a woman listening to this and you have experienced anything like this, I need you to hear me. You are not crazy. You are not weak. And you are not stuck. There is a way out. And if you're a man listening to this, then do something with this information. Pay attention. Speak up. Hold other men accountable, because silence protects the wrong people and awareness saves lives. This isn't fucking drama. This isn't exaggeration. This is real life. My real life. And it's time we start treating it that way. Because the moment someone puts their hands around your throat, that ain't fucking love. That is not confusion. And that is not a mistake. That is a red line that should have never been fucking crossed. And if it has been crossed, you deserve better. And if you are allowed to leave, no matter how long it takes, no matter how hard it feels, you are allowed to choose yourself when you choose. And that choice might just save your life. Now, I want to talk about the practical truth, because awareness without action is just pain with no fucking purpose. And you can spend years holding on to information and not do anything about it. So let me give you something real. If you're a woman who's trying to leave, or trying to find the courage to even think about leaving, here are 5 things that might actually work. Number 1, tell a safe person the truth. Not everything, just enough. Find that one person you trust, a friend, a family member, a co-worker, anybody, and tell them what is happening, because secrecy is what keeps you trapped. And one person knowing the truth can change everything. You don't have to announce it to the world, and you don't have to break the silence with one person. Number 2, start building a secret exit plan, small steps hidden from him. Open a bank account that he doesn't know about. Put small amounts of money aside when you can, and keep important documents somewhere safe. Your passport, your birth certificate, your children's documents, a bag packed somewhere accessible. You don't have to leave today, but you can start preparing today. And prevention gives you power. Number 3, contact a domestic violence hotline before you think you need to, okay? You don't have to be in an immediate danger to call. You do not have to have bruises, and you do not have to have proof. You just need to make the call. They'll be able to help you think through your options, and they won't judge you. And they won't force you to do anything either. They'll just help, to help you see what's possible. If you're in Australia, you can call 1-800-RESPECT. I think that's 1-800-737-732. In the United States, I know you can call the domestic violence line. I think that's 1-800-799-7233. Save the numbers, okay? Number 4, document everything quietly, dates, times. Write down what happened, write down what he said, take photos of injuries, even if you think that they're not serious enough. Screenshot messages, keep a private record somewhere that he cannot access, a private email account, a notes app with a lock. The document protects you legally, and it validates your reality. And it gives you evidence when people try to tell you that it wasn't that bad. Number 5, decide that your life is worth more than his comfort, because leaving is not about hating him, it's not about revenge, and it's not about destroying the family. It's about choosing yourself, and that's not selfish, that is survival. And the moment you decide your life has value, everything starts to shift, and you don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to decide and take one step, just one. One step will lead to another, and before you know it, you're out, and you're breathing again, and you're free. Now I'm going to speak to everyone else who's watching this and who has made it this far, because if you're not in this situation yourself, you might know somebody who is, and I need you to do 5 things. Number 1, believe that person. When a woman tells you something was wrong, believe her. Don't minimize it. Do not tell her she is overreacting. Do not tell her every relationship has problems. Just believe her, because the moment she feels believed, she becomes more likely to take action. Number 2, do not give her ultimatums, okay? Do not say leave him or I'm going to be done with you. Don't pressure her with your timeline, because leaving is a process, and she will leave when it's safe enough to. Your job is to stay present, not to push her out before she's ready. pushing her up before she's ready. Sometimes they can get her killed. Number 3, help her build a safety net. Offer her a home as a safe place. Offer to hold documents for her. Offer to open a bank account for her. Offer to be the person that she calls at 2 in the morning. Practical help will always save lives, and more than advice will. Number 4, learn the signs. Strangulation, isolation from friends and family, controlling finances, monitoring her phone, constant criticism, explosive anger, walking on eggshells. These aren't relationship problems, these are warning signs. And when you know what to look for, you can see what others are trying to hide. And number 5, say something. Not to him, but to her. Pull her aside and tell her you see her. Tell her you are worried, and tell her that you will be there. Because sometimes the only thing standing between a woman and her next decision is one person saying, I see you, and I'm not going anywhere. And now I want to close with this. If you're still watching this video right now and you know someone who has been abused, I want you to do one thing after this video ends. Share it with them. And when you send it, do not forward it silently. Write to them and tell them that you're sorry. Sorry for knowing. Sorry for staying silent. Sorry for not saying something sooner. Because silence is not neutral. Silence is a fucking choice. And choosing silence when someone you love is in danger is a spiritual crime. So ask them, what is the next best thing I can do to help you right now? Not what you think they need. Ask them, because they know, and they have been waiting for someone to care enough to ask. Share this video, say sorry, ask that one question, because doing nothing is not an option anymore. You have seen the truth now, and you cannot unsee it. So do something with it.